My name is Celina Peralez. Today I'm going to tour the human vertebral column, which is an essential part of respiration and speech functions. Here you see a model of my interpretation of our vertebrae. It is part of the skeletal system consisting of 5 divisions: the cervical, thoracic, lumbar, sacral, and coccygeal. The human vertebrae is composed of 33 segments of bone. There are 7 cervical or neck vertebrae, 12 thoracic vertebrae, and 5 lumbar vertebrae. There are 2 coccygeal vertebrae which are fused and are known as the coccyx. In the normal adult, there are 4 curvatures in the vertebral column. The reason for this is to align the head with a vertical line through the pelvis. Although you don't see the curvatures on the model here, you can see them on the diagram to the right. The vertebral segments right atop another to form the column. Vertebrae, for the most part, have the same shape, but their form and most salient parts depend on their location and the area they serve. A typical vertebra is composed of a body, vertebral foramen, which houses the spinal cord, a spinous process, and a transverse process. These elements serve as important sites of attachment of deep back muscles. Beginning at the superior part of the segment, the cervical vertebrae are also known and numbered as C1 through C7, with the very first vertebrae known as the atlas and the second known as the axis. The atlas amazingly has no bone, no body, and helps move the head back and forth. The axis is responsible for the head side-to-side movement. The thoracic vertebrae, in blue, is also known as T1 through T12. It provides the basis for the respiratory structure because this section forms the attachment for the ribs of the bony thorax. Thoracic vertebrae have larger spinous and transverse processes. The points of attachment to the ribs are the superior and inferior costal facets. Thoracic vertebrae assist in lifting and walking and provide attachment for back and abdominal muscles. The next section in yellow contains 5 lumbar vertebrae and are the largest of the vertebrae. The transverse and spinous processes are similar and the corpus is larger than in the thoracic and cervical vertebrae. The next region consists of 5 sacral vertebrae and are fused. This area is known as the sacrum. And the spinous and transverse processes are slightly present. Here is the model of the sacrum and the coccyx. Normally, it would be fused inferior to the lumbar vertebrae. The most inferior part of the column is the coccyx. It consists of 4 fused vertebrae. Since the sacrum and coccyx are fused, this helps contain anterior and posterior foramina, through which spinal nerves pass. Let's keep in mind that the vertebral column is strong but flexible. It houses a very important part of our communication system, our spinal cord, and it provides points of attachment to numerous muscles. The ribs and rib cage are also connected to the spinal column in a way to allow the rib cage some limited movement for respiration. Why is respiration so essential? Because without respiration, we would have trouble speaking. So all in all, this is how the vertebral column interplays with respiration, with speech, and communicating our thoughts, feelings, needs, and desires. Thanks for watching.